JW. I'm on the afternoon shift. I did my first two that were kind of chaotic. Didn't leave me much time to jump on for a video in either one of those places, so I thought I'd jump on here. I'm actually about 20 minutes early here, so that works out good. And right now, of course, the traffic is as clear as a bell, but that will change in about 20 minutes. It'll change. Or actually in about 10 minutes, probably about 10 minutes to 3, they'll be all backed up. And just finished up the middle school where the creepers are back. And they're the drivers who stop but don't really stop. They kind of coast. They kind of coast at like 1 mile an hour. And they keep rolling and rolling and rolling, unaware that at some point they are going to have to pull into the curb to prevent the bus from taking their mirror off. But they should know that. All big kids know that. The big kid drivers know that, buses take wide turns. And, if you don't leave them ample room, you could lose your mirror or even half your car. Once those buses get rolling, let me tell you, they assume I have everyone stopped. So, I don't wave them on, basically. I just have my arms out to stop the traffic. So if someone's creeping up, I'm looking at crosswalks, I'm looking at buses, and I'm looking at two directions where cars are coming. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. I can't see everything. So if they creep up, they're messing with a potentially bad addiction for them and their automobile. And of course, the bus has children on it, so we don't want them getting in an accident. And so, it just, I'm at my wit's end when I used to take this to the point where I'd be calling the police and I'd be calling, the mayor's office and telling them this is unsafe. And if you could put up a post on Facebook, like most towns, we have a Facebook page. It would really be helpful. So they'll go into action for about 1 or 2 days, and then it's right back to the old. So I learned my lesson. It's a waste of time. And so, I do the best I can. And mainly my job is to keep the kids safe, and that's what I do. And the bus drivers are pretty good at maneuvering around people, and, and if someone, like someone I think it was in May or April or May last year, that an elderly woman driver started creeping up and just kept on going. Like, fortunately for her, there was a break in the buses. If she had done that 2 minutes early, or 2 seconds earlier, she probably would have got whacked. And, what am I going to do? Yell at an old lady? She just looked at me with her wide eyes, like, why are you stopping me? So, I don't know. You do the best you can, right? But I'm hoping for a smooth day here. And, this is the first day in probably about a year that I've felt this kind of tension as I saw today with the creepers coming up. And now that there's only one of me instead of two of us, you got to be so alert. And the job requires two people. And it's unsafe with just one. But we can't get help, so nobody wants to do it. And I think I mentioned on previous videos that it's not a bad gig. It's not big money, but for the amount of work you do, the amount of time you put in, it's decent. And but it does break up your day. So I do a morning and afternoon shift. So I get to the middle school about 7 a.m. and I get home about, 8:45. School starts at 8:30. So, it's the better part of 2 hours you got in the morning, and then in the afternoon I leave the house about 2 o'clock, get to the middle school about 10 past, and then I get home about 3:15. So it's the better part of 3.5 hours a day, but it's split up into morning and afternoon. So if a lot of people are unable to split their schedules like that. But it's a great job for, like, I often tell the moms here, some of the moms, I don't know if they're working, but a lot of them walk to pick up their kids. And I'm thinking, even if you could just work in the afternoon, because they walk in the morning to drop them off, and then they walk in the afternoon, it's not a bad little side gig, and you're there to pick up your kid anyway. But nobody really seems interested. I'm sure they got other things going in their life. The last thing they want to do is be committing to something like this, and I understand that. But I would think it would be a good little gig. Give you a little, as the girls call, pin money, whatever that means. My mom used to call it pin money. Yeah, it'd be good. You earn a little pin money. And I'm thinking, I don't need any pins. I don't buy any pins. I'll have to Google that. What the heck is pin money anyway? I'm sure it has something to do with people buying pins back in the 1800s or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try to find out. And anyway, so I'm looking forward to. Right now it's as quiet as can be. I saw a few cars backing up, but they're all in now. So it could be one of those good days that we finish up with, and that'd be nice. We had the police here yesterday because the lawn mowing crew was working right across from the crosswalk that I crossed, the main crosswalk I crossed the kids here at the elementary school. And so they had all their equipment out there. They had their trailer was blocking the area. The sidewalk is very narrow over there. They had a big riding lawnmower. And it was just very chaotic, and I was about to call the station and just tell them we're going to need somebody up here to, clear that. Because, again, my job is to cross the kids. I'm not going to go over and start lecturing these people. Plus, they were all out in back of the person's house they were doing the job for. And so, I can't leave my spot if a kid comes down or something. It was too dangerous. And just as I was ready to call, the same police officer who came the other day drove by, and he saw the situation and immediately took care of it. He's taken care of a couple of situations for us, and we appreciate it. His name is Troy. He's the resource officer, and I've had experience with other officers, and they really wanted no part of this school area. One guy came up for a show of force one day, but he stayed in his car and he was on his phone the whole time. So, he wasn't. This guy is hands-on. This guy named Troy. He's, like I said, he's the resource officer. He did a real good job. So, I appreciate that. And if he listens to the channel, I doubt he does, but thank you, Troy. So, anyway, yeah, things are looking fairly good. It's starting to back up, but kind of a normal backup. Doesn't look too dangerous out there, but maybe I'll head out and just stand around and wait for the kids. So anyway, have a good afternoon, and I'll talk to you folks in the morning. Take care.